As we take those
We're
on
live, gentlemen, live. So let's see who comes on. So I hope you guys liked the idea of let's recast the Expendables. Because obviously it's one of the greatest movies ever. Because as us Italians, Tommy Sylvester Stallone is the greatest actor ever, right after De Niro and Pacino and all those guys. But
He's always there with all of them.
exactly. So, and I'm sure you guys call in and Geo, it's that '80s action movies kind of thing. So I felt like we needed to come up with our own Expendables kind of recasting of Milan, and I'm like, who better than the patron guys to come up with some good ideas? We're gonna wait until everybody, whoever wants to come on. Oh, we have two Irish boys, Ricardo, welcome.
Hey,
How are you?
Very, very good. I am honored to be here today. Honored.
Honored to have you here. We're just talking how Sylvester Stallone is the greatest actor ever for us Italian men over here. So so we're gonna get going soon, and we're gonna see how we mustered this new Expendables. This new Expendables recasting. So we got a couple of guys there, and if you guys could see, we got already 4 live viewers. Look at that. So, guys, I know you knew there was supposed to be an Expendables 4. I'm still waiting for that one there. But it's from us generations from the '80s and looking at all these action movies, and that's why we had to come up with some tough guys and some lumberjacks, right? And Tommy, please don't come up with anybody from the 1950s and the 1960s. Come up with somebody that we because I knew I had to tell Tommy. Tommy was going to come up with somebody from the 50s or the 60s.
I came up with a guy from 1982 and a guy from 1997. With this jersey, with this.
Okay. How about you go with the one with 1997, because 1982, Tommy, I'm not sure people will remember. So you know what? Let's get it started, gentlemen. Cari amici sportivi, welcome to another special of a Patreon special for Milan Weekly Podcast, and our fellow patrons here. We have Tommy, we have Colin, Ricardo for the first time. We have Gio. Gio's always there from sunny California. And ciao to Roberto there commenting on the on YouTube. Guys, let's have some fun. And that's what I was thinking about. I'd seen that on YouTube. I'm like, the Expendables. How great would it be to recast the movie of the Expendables with, fellow Milan players? And guys, the first question I'm going to ask you, and by the way, my internet is working fantastically for now. Guys, here's the big question, right? Thank you. Thank you very much. And guys, in the starting role, is it Gattuso or is it Ibra? Tommy, as Sylvester Stallone, it's got to be Gattuso. I got to go with Gattuso. Tommy, what do you think?
Gattuso.
Colin?
Yeah, Gattuso.
Gio?
Gattuso.
How about you, Ricardo?
I think I gotta go with Ibra.
You gotta go with Ibra. Okay, so the Gattuso is because he's got that bad boy mentality. Yes, but I don't see a problem with Ibra because he's kind of more of a flashy kind of guy, and he would be in the starting role. But for his bad boy attitude, Gattuso is not a bad choice. And even I was talking to Steve before. He said he's going to try to do a run-in, but he was going to go with Gattuso there. We're talking about the good old days of Gattuso, and unfortunately, the Gattusos of today, we don't see them that much. You're looking at those days where Gattuso used to play. When he used to take Ronaldo to school when he used to play Manchester United. How about Tommy? Do you have a good memory of Gattuso being like a kind of a bad boy, or any? Why does he make this? Why does he make this movie?
It's his character. Look at his character.
He's Calabrese, right?
He's Calabrese. Not only that, but Gattuso was a guy that used to come on the field with his heart.
Exactly.
He wasn't much of. I couldn't see that he was I'd say un fuori class or whatever. But he used to play with heart, and that used to make him. More than better than a lot of players. I saw him yesterday. Actually, I was recapping 2001 game, Milan Inter 6-0. And let me tell you something. He
Well,
was
listen,
playing
imagine,
awesome. It was being with a 69-year-old in Panchina. Good old Cesare Maldini.
So
He took over Zaccheroni.
how about Colin? A good memory of Gattuso being a bad boy. I'm assuming you're gonna go with the Joe Jordan kind of thing with
yes,
Tottenham, or
exactly, yeah. So that's the one that really, really is in my mind at the moment. You know, that time when we were, I think, playing at Tottenham Hotspur, when he actually grabbed him by the neck, rather, you know.
it's a good memory. You know, like I just
It is,
remember
man.
I remember 2006 World Cup when he slapped. Remember when he was hugging Balak when the referee was looking at him, and then he just slapped him behind the face like that. Those are good memories. Ricardo, you went with Ibra. Like for you, it's not a bad choice, right? The Ibra. Sure. Obviously, guys, Gattuso and Ibra are starting in this movie 150%, right? But how about you, Ricardo? What's your good memory of Ibra being a bad boy?
Oh, was it not the derby where he just went foot first into Materazzi's face, which was beautiful. And he got away with it. He didn't even get a yellow card. If I remember right, he totally got away with it. It was beautiful.
I love it. Those are good memories. Yeah. Gio, how about you? Any different memories of Gattuso being that bad boy or tough guy? Not a lumberjack. We're gonna give him a tough guy thing.
Nah, that one with Spurs was the funniest, man. That to me was like he didn't care. Gattuso was already, but he demanded respect, and I like that. To a lot of people, they say Gattuso he disrespectful because I don't know how old the guy was. He was like 70. They say he could have had a heart attack.
Jordan, the player he played for Milan, in 81 and 82.
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
He was still wrong. He was still wrong. Let's admit it, guys. But it was still entertaining from over there. Gio, I need to stop that jersey. What year is that from?
97 is from when they had Opel had their own cup, the Master Cup, with the teams that were sponsored by Opel.
Nice. Okay, so far we have Gattuso and we have Ibra in this movie. There, Ricardo, because it's your first time, I'm gonna shoot it to you. Who is co-starring in this movie with Ibra and Gattuso? Who do you have in mind?
Right. Okay. So one of the first names on my list when we're doing this had to be Philippe Mexes. He's just a fucking nutter. He's crazy. And I had to have him. He was playing Dolph Lundgren's part.
Dolph Lundgren's part. I like Philippe Mexes. I was gonna go with Jaap Stam as Lundgren's Dolph, but Philippe Mexes, guys, I didn't think of him. I think Ricardo got something because he's got the slick back hair. No stress Mexes over there with the bicycle kicks. How much did we pay him, guys, last year? $4 or $5 million a year ago. But I like Philippe Mexes. Too much, yes. Philippe Mexes, and hello to Massimo, Tommy, your brothers there live on Facebook. Hello to Liban, to Sotiris and Roberto. Guys, you having a problem with Philippe Mexes part of this movie? I like Mexes part of this co-starring as in this movie as Dolph Lundgren's part. How about you, Tommy? Do you agree with No Stress Mexes?
Yeah, I do agree. But there's even another guy that I would like to.
Hold on, you got your turn, Tommy. Relax. Colin, you're good with Philippe Mexes?
I am. Yeah.
How about you, Gio? I don't think we could go wrong with Philippe Mexes.
And especially he could give you that spectacular with those over the head kicks and all that.
He could be even in the part of Jason Statham role, but I like Philippe Mexes because he's got the looks. If ever we need him to do like a mission to be the good-looking guy, because Gattuso's not turning any heads. Ibrahimovic with that. No, sorry, Ibra, if you're watching, but I like Philippe Mexes so far. So far, guys, we have Gattuso. Sorry, Ricardo, he's got to go in the lead role because we're 3 against 1. We have Ibra and we have Philippe Mexes. Juan Salazar, buonasera. Thank you for joining us. Okay, Tommy, this is your part. Who do you have starting in this role? Please come up with somebody that everybody knows.
Winston Bogart. Mastro Lindo. This guy played in Milan. This guy played in Milan. Only until September. He played 5 games. He had 2 red cards.
Legend.
This guy came from Holland at the same time as Kluivert.
So this guy played in the 90s, Tommy. So
97.
So he just played in 1997, five games, and had 2 red cards.
And,
So
and the last game that he played, Capello sent him back to Holland because he made Milan lose the game. He made a horrible pass to Birov at the last minute in front of the net, and they lost the game.
but how is this guy starting in our movie, Tommy? Like, is he that guy that gets killed off in the first 10 minutes?
I guess so. He was a complete disaster. He used to only come in and to get red cards.
Okay, so
He was
guys,
a
let's.
rough.
Winston-
That's who it was for.
Winston's the guy that unfortunately we see him killed off in the first 20 minutes of the movie. We feel bad for him, right? At least Tommy got us an unknown guy, but at least from 1997. Thank you, Tommy. So let's go with him. Colin, do you have any guy from a starting role? Who's part of the starting role other than Winston getting killed off in the first 20 minutes?
What to call him? Who got the most red cards there for Milan over the last 20 years? Paletta, yeah.
Gabriele Paletta.
Yeah.
Gabriele Paletta is starting now. Is he that bad boy kind of guy? Like, I'm sure you could come up with somebody better, Colin. Even a Montari is better than Paletta. Sully Montari, no, is the more. Who are you scared more in the dark alley, Montari or Paletta? Let's be honest here.
Montari, yeah, I have to say, yeah.
But
only because we actually have Montari masks as well. We do.
Okay. So Paletta did pretty bad during those years, but he did score that header and that derby that made us win that game there. So you know what? Let's go with Paletta being our unsung hero that he gets beat up the whole movie, but all of a sudden he gets a one scene in the movie that he killed and he beats up the one of the guys. Anthony says he hasn't seen you in 7 months, Tommy. He's saying hi to you. Do you see the comments?
No, I didn't see it.
You got. So far, guys, we have Ibra, we have Gattuso, we have Mexes, we have what's his name again, Tommy? Winston what?
Winston Bogart.
Winston Bogart, sorry. and we have Gabriele Paletta. Gio, who do you have for us in our movie here?
See, I didn't read the caption of The Expendables, but Jet Li's in the movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to put Honda in there.
Honda. No offense, Gio, but I don't think there's any other choice than putting a Jet Li as Honda. But Honda's gonna have to be in the position for his bad crosses and in his bad corners, right?
Yeah.
Do you guys agree? Because that's he probably had a couple of yellow cards, and he probably. Sotiris is saying Nigel De Jong for sure. That's another fine choice. And I like these trolls on YouTube, guys. You're seeing that Gundu saying this podcast is bad. Thank you for watching, Gundu, because we're gonna kill these trolls with kindness. Thank you very much for our 840 subscribers and over 2,000 views, 2,000 listens a month. Thank you very much. But yeah, Honda, yeah, you got to go with Honda just because of his bad corners. And Steve likes to always say that he's never seen corners kicked the way Honda used to make. But in the end, he always loved Milan, so you can't hate on him too much, right?
Yeah, he's still calling for me now to come sign him. If y'all need me, come sign me.
And if I'm not mistaken, guys, Honda was one of the only players in the world to have played on, was it 4 different continents? If I'm not mistaken, he played in North America, he played in Europe, he played in Asia, he played in but I don't know if he's still playing, but I know he went to play in Mexico, then he went to play back in Japan. So Honda's making this movie just because of Jet Li. So good choice from there. Nigel De Jong, guys. You know, Sotiris is asking us, does Nigel De Jong make this movie? He's got to make this movie.
He's on my list. He's on my list.
He's on your list, Ricardo, yeah?
No, definitely. He's a badass. He should be on there somewhere.
Definitely. Tommy, you're okay with the Nigel De Jong making the... okay, so Nigel De Jong right now. So, by the way, guys, the Expendables 1 only had 10 characters, but 10 guys, but Expendables 3 had what, like 15, 20 guys? I know number 2 had Chuck Norris and everything from over there. Tommy, who else? No, don't give us that somebody from 1982, please. Give us somebody. Give us somebody from a bad boy lumberjack. From anybody. And guys, by the way, I'm very proud of this internet. Everything is going fine. You know, this is Patreon money paying for this internet. Thank you very much, guys. Tommy, who do you have? Who do you have in mind
Costa
there as a
Curta.
Costa Curta?
Costa Curta. Billy Costa Curta. He used to be a tough guy.
So Costa Curta is actually, you know what? Yeah, you're right. Costa Curta was more known.
It was very tough.
Very tough from over there. Costa Curta is a good idea. Colin, what do you think of Costa Curta?
Yeah, have to agree as well. Yeah.
I think, you know what? Let's put Costa Curta on the side there. Any names come to mind? Colin, who else did you have there in mind?
Well, I also had what to call it? Nigel. What to call it? Nigel.
You had Nigel De Jong as well.
Well, I did now, you know, but don't know if we had already included him or not. Though, had we?
But okay, so that's a fine choice because Nigel De Jong was a fine choice, and you know those years that we sucked, at least he commanded that midfield. Gio, any other idea? Any lumberjacks or tough guys in the Milan come to mind? Who would be part of this movie?
I would say Van Bommel.
I've got him on my list, yeah.
Van Bommel was a physical. You know what? Van Bommel has a face for a movie. I would see Van Bommel. He's got that nice, he's got that nice face. So we would have two Dutch guys. We would have De Jong and the Van Bommel. And I love Van Bommel, guys. Like, what did he spend at Milan, guys? 8 months? 8 months? And crying at the end of the season, and it's like, you know, the love that he got from over there. Gio, what are you drinking there? I hope you're drinking some good Canadian beer.
Nah,
what is that?
it's like craft beer.
Craft beer, as long as it's not like some core. At least we have some, Blue Dry. You can't go wrong from over there. Colin's drinking as well. Ricardo, you're drinking there. Irish guys have got to be drinking all the time.
He got the Peroni.
No, got the blue. No, the Irish guys, they drink real beer. Tommy doesn't drink, right? Cafe once in a while. Ricardo, who else did you have on this list?
There's one guy on the list, which one of my favorite players who played for Milan, Zvonimir Boban. I had him playing Eric Roberts' part. So he's arguably a bad boy. He did some bad stuff in his time, and he continues to do some bad stuff. So I got him in there too.
I like Boban and Eric Roberts' role. Yes, I like that. Boban, Zorro was definitely bad boy. Did command that midfield back in the day. Tommy, you can't disagree with Zorro with Boban, right?
No, I don't disagree with that.
No, Boban, he's got we have some great memories of Boban. Colin and Gio, definitely Boban makes this movie. He's a starting role, right?
Oh, definitely, yeah, you know.
Gio, yeah?
Yeah.
But guys, how about Sully Montari? I mentioned him before. Sully's got to be in this movie, man. Come on. Can we give him a role, Montari?
I'll allow it.
I know he might get killed off in the middle of the movie, but Montari was because let's look at people of African race that were bad boys. I know Winston, you pulled up there, Tommy, but Sully Montari in the last 10-15 years, who else did we have as bad boys of I was gonna say in Expendables 3, Ronda Rousey was there. So other than Barbara Berlusconi, is there anybody else that we can think as a female that would be part? Because Barbara kind of like fucked us all up with the Alexandro Pato kind of thing. So But in the end, Sully Montari is got to make. He's got that bad boy. Colin, I asked you who would you be scared of in the back, in a dark alley. Sully Montari's got to be up there.
Yeah, there is him, and I was just also thinking there just when you were talking about it, Mario Balotelli as well.
Yeah. You know what? I'll go with Balotelli over Montari.
I don't know which role now. So that's up to you. To.
Because if we have to pick up all these different roles, but right now we're at Expendables 3. There's like 20 guys in this movie. So Balotelli definitely, and Sotiris is saying like Jaap Stam definitely, like the Dutch trio. Stam was he was a rough guy. Gio, do you remember good memories of Jaap Stam back in the day? He was a hell of a defender, was he not?
Yeah, he was good. I mean, even I used to watch the videos from Shit United, and he was good. He got into it with Fergie, man. He didn't care. He didn't respect nobody. Yeah, he had a falling out with Fergie. He told because Fergie lied to him. He basically called him out, and that's bad boy right there.
You gotta go, guys. You gotta go with Stam, right? Like Stam is making a start. So right now we have 3 Dutch guys in this movie here. So far we got quite the cast in this movie of lumberjacks and tough guys in Milan's history. Ricardo, any other name coming up to mind?
Can we stick KPB, Kevin Prince Boateng, in there?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how he falls into that category of when you meet people down a dark alley. I don't know why you're going down these dark alleys all the time, but I don't know.
But he's got that star look. He's got a star look, Kevin Prince Boateng, and he's got the hot girlfriend as well. And little known fact.
Well.
Yes, and he was supposed to come to Montreal, Tommy. You see that he was supposed to play for Montreal Impact, so at least he stayed there in Europe. But Kevin Prince Boateng, I don't mind that at all. Tommy, what do you think of Boateng?
I think he's good, and actually he's playing for Monza. He's going with his old friend Berlusconi.
With Berlusconi, there we go. But guys, so far we do have quite the cast of recasting this Expendables. But so far we do have, we were saying about Ibra. We were saying about, by the way, COVID-free Ibra, which is a great news, and we're gonna get into news as we finish up. We just wanted to start off the conversation with a bit of fun there. So far our starting cast: we have Gattuso, we have Ibra, we have Philippe Mexes. We have De Jong. We have guys. Help me out over here because it's not like I write down any notes from. We have Boban, Stam. Palette. Guys, Universal Studios. Give us a call. You will sell. You know what? I did wanna start off this little quick podcast. With this kind of fun there. But let's get into it for this week, guys. I like to mix it up from over there. We have latest news. Ibra's back, right? Not that Ibra is free of COVID. COVID is free of Ibra, like people have been liking to say. I know Gabbia has latest news. He's had COVID there. So and Duarte,
he's the
guys.
Only one as well, I think, isn't he? He's Duarte, the only one at the moment.
Is he the only one?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Duarte.
Yeah, Duarte, Matteo Gabbia, I think that's it. That's all we have.
All right, and Edwin is saying he just finished an 58-hour week of work, and this is the best way to kick off my weekend. Thank you, Edwin. Tommy, let's get your thoughts. I'm going to ask you guys every single one of your thoughts of this derby, and let's be honest. Let's talk about not with our Milan hearts. How do you feel about this derby upcoming next week on the Sunday, guys, or on the Saturday? Sunday, I believe, right?
No, Saturday.
On the Saturday. Tommy,
yeah.
How do you feel about this upcoming derby? How do you feel our chances?
Positive. I feel positive this time. I feel much positive. If Milan could come up and play and dominate, I don't think we're going to have any trouble.
No.
Okay.
You see the difference between Milan of February to Milan of this year. I think everything changed when when we started beating Juventus. I think that's the game that changed everything. All the perspective, because Milan before 1 or 2 goals, they wouldn't come back.
That's true.
And then only they came back, but they even won. So I think that changed everything. And now with Ibra, well,
it changed the mentality. Colin, do you agree? How do you feel about the upcoming derby?
I'm always nervous when, because we're always the underdog actually going in, The only nice thing about it is that Inter are under more pressure now because they have a lot more players who have actually tested positive. So I don't know how many players they have now. What, like 3, 4, even more than that now at the moment, and well, I think the pressure is going to be on Inter because it is a home derby for them as well. For us, to win an away derby, we haven't won an away derby since 2011, I think.
Very long time ago. Very long time ago. And Ricardo, I'm gonna throw it out to you. Massimo's telling us, Sensi, Bastoni, Srinikar, Nangolan. Do we have to? Do we have to they're gonna complain, or they were like, hey, you know what? This is the COVID time, and screw you, Inter. This is the COVID players. Do we take this to a full advantage? How do you feel about the derby upcoming?
Well, in terms of them having players missing, and obviously there's still a week to go, anything could happen. But I couldn't give a shit that they're missing players. They wouldn't care about us either. They really wouldn't. So if it helps us win, great. And if they complain about it, I don't care. If we still lose, then that's kind of embarrassing. But I am nervous, like Colin said. I think that the form that we had at the end of last season was amazing. We were so good. I don't think we've found that form yet. We're winning, but we're not playing that well. And that worries me going into the derby. But then again, Inter have dropped points. Inter haven't looked that good. So it's all up in the air, really. I'm confident, but I'm nervous.
It is all up in the air, and Steve's been getting a lot of heat, as we say in the wrestling world, that he's saying too negative, that we haven't we've won, but we haven't played well. But Gio, do you think how do you feel about this derby? And do you think that if by any chance we lose this derby, do we go back to square one? Because that's what I feel is going to happen. Milan Twitter, Milan social media, oh, look at us and this and that. But how do you feel about this upcoming derby next week?
I feel like Ricardo, man. I feel confident but nervous at the time, But I feel we're getting Ibra back. We have everybody's complaining how we won, but to me, it's like we have a makeshift defense with Gabi on the back, and Calabria proven that he could do it. And to me, what I like is the clean sheets. I got in a fight with somebody on Instagram because he said, "Oh, y'all beat teams." That's fine. I told him, but we've been struggling for the last 10 years to beat Benevento has beat us. We have dropped a lot of points versus the Serie B teams, and now we're doing it. And then, we don't have Ibra. We have a lot of injuries, so I feel confident and nervous at the same time. And it sucks that it starts at 9 a.m. in California because I can't drink to calm my nerves.
Well,
Why can't you drink?
It's just frowned upon.
No, it's just nobody's gonna be judging you. If somebody can have a Big Mac
for the rest of the day.
Yeah, but if somebody can have a Big Mac at 9 a.m. somewhere in the world, Gio, you're good, man. You're good. You can go from over there.
It's not Sunday, Gio. It's not Sunday, so you're okay,
And
put a bit of grappa inside the cafe.
Exactly. And you know what? We don't worry, Gio, because you're part of the MAA, the Milanista Alcoholic Anonymous, which I started. So don't worry about it. We're there to support you. If you need a call, you give me a call. Tommy, we've spoken about the derby. Let's go with what everybody's really torn about. How do you feel about Milan the last day of the Mercato not getting a center back? Do you feel that we kind of were
we don't need one.
Why do you say that? One. What do you say that for?
Look at who was available. All scraps. We don't need one. I feel confident with Gabbia, and if I have to get somebody, I'll bring somebody up from La Primavera, and build up because we don't need. I don't think we need anybody.
So you're saying that we will be good with somebody from La Primavera, like going up against the big teams?
And Gabbia and Romagnoli, we don't need anybody else.
So you wouldn't have taken a Milenkovic or a who else, guys? No. Okay, so you wouldn't have spent money. Colin, how about you? Like, how do you feel about the last day of the Mercato? Did you feel let down or about a center back? How do you feel about Milan?
No, I don't, because like I think that for years this is probably a great Mercato. You know, like I think it is really well thought, calculated. You know, the way they approach the deals as well. You know. I'm a bit like Tommy there, you know, like we will have Romagnoli back, so we have Kier, you know, Matteo Gabbia, you know, we still have options there anyway.
Even Musacchio, right? That might be coming.
Exactly. Yeah, so he is going to be coming back as well, but he probably won't play, you know, but I don't think it is going to be a major problem there for us, anyway.
Do you agree, Ricardo? Do you feel like nervous, or how were your feelings on the last day of the Mercato?
Well, I think, as Colin said, overall we had a really, really great market, and it's funny that people seem to forget that right at the end when we couldn't get a centre back. It was like, oh, that's a terrible market. We didn't get what we need. It was a good market. We do need a centre back. I would have taken Milenkovic, but after that, like Tommy said, it was scraps. So if we can't get him, then let's promote from the youth. Let's use Musacchio. Let's find somebody else. We found Donnarumma. We can find another defender.
100%. But you know, like you guys are talking about, I don't disagree with the whole scrap things. But you know, I'm gonna ask you, Gio. Kajar, like Steve likes to call him, would have been considered a scrap when we signed him, but came out as, like, you know, a great revelation. Your feelings on not signing a center back, are you with everybody else there in the group right now?
You know what? I am, because especially the center backs that we're going for, to me, not even Milenkovic. If I'm gonna spend 40 million, I'm going for Deo Upamecano for 41 million release cost. I'm not going for no Milenkovic. Upamecano is like a Koulibaly. He has speed, he has pace, he has power, you know, recovery, and I think that's the partner that Romagnoli needs, because Romagnoli doesn't have that pace. You know, somebody beats him right there. If we have Upamecano, he's catching up to the guy, or Mukelele, also from RB Leipzig, who was $20 million. If we're not getting those two, I think that's when Romagnoli needs to up his game, is a center back with pace and power that you know can recover.
I like that idea there. And Tommy, the next question, it's coming from Liban Youssef, and I'm gonna put it up there.
Yeah, I see it.
Is Hakan no longer a cadaver? Let's talk about Hakan, Tommy. Is he a cadaver still?
He is woken up.
How do you feel?
I'm speechless.
Tommy is speechless?
Because I did not think that this guy was going to wake up. I really didn't think so. But he has proven me wrong. I have to admit. But let's hope that he keeps awake, that he doesn't go back to sleep. Because it's only been, we're only played 3 games so far. So the season is still very young. We still have to see. But hey, up to now, he's proven me wrong.
Okay, so Tommy, Çalhanoğlu is making Tommy eat his words. Colin, do you find that, on your thoughts of Çalhanoğlu, is that we've seen, and even Steve has mentioned in the past, where people seem to, concentrate on his bad plays, but nobody thinks about what all the good that he's been doing. What are your feelings on Çalhanoğlu since maybe Ibra has come back, or even without Ibra? How have you felt about Çalhanoğlu on the pitch?
Well, I think it is. Well, you know what? As well, I was just actually thinking there as well, just as you and Tommy were talking there. I think he probably has improved since we sold Suso as well, though. As well, I think it's just because I even watched him play out. He came from Wolfsburg, I think he did.
Wolfsburg, yeah.
He did, so, and and even actually seeing how well he actually plays there for the national team as well there for Turkey as well, because now we are actually playing him in his we are
Actual
actually
role.
playing him exactly
role.
where he wants, and he seems to be happy there, and like I think it is also with Ibra as well, though, I think the whole team, actually seems to be a lot more happy now, anyway,
No, definitely.
and they are even actually playing there for the crest,
Yeah,
well, which is absolutely amazing, though, as well, though,
definitely.
because,
And
like I was even watching on Instagram there as well, there Hernandez as well, where he was even actually saying there as well that he doesn't want to leave AC Milan there as well, because he has really settled at the club as well, though, he just loves it there.
and
So
I
that's what it's all
loved.
about. That's what it's all about,
I loved that, like, seeing Theo saying, like, let's beat Inter and get the Champions League. I love that, the
Exactly.
fire in his,
And he said that if I think he actually said that if we win against Inter, he is going to actually shave his head and actually get to the Milan crest.
Oh,
There as well
So
on
let-
his head
so
as
let's-
well.
let's see if that happens actually. And
Yeah.
let's finish off. I'm gonna ask you guys. This is the question of the day. People, we've been talking about it. People don't like to talk about it. We're gonna talk about Donnarumma. I want to hear about your guys', hypothetically, if you guys are in, Maldini's position and company. Ricardo, what's your magic number? What do you give? Are you a kind of guy that says give him whatever he wants? What's your number? What do you sign him at? What is reasonable to sign him at, according to you? And to the guy, we're not professionals, nor do we pretend to be. We don't know about finances. We don't know about it, anything like that. But according to all the salaries that you see in today's football, what do you pay Donnarumma?
Right, so he's on 6 million right now.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah.
Net,
So
yeah.
he deserves a wage rise.
Yeah.
He definitely does. He has been loyal despite all the shit. He's stuck around. I think you need to move up to 9 or 10. I think going by today's standards, he deserves that.
So 9 to 10, you wouldn't have a problem with that. And today's standards, I think that's what people seem to forget, is when we talk about numbers, it's today's standards, right? Steve likes to talk about Steve likes to refer to him as Mark Maguire and all the Manchester United defender, but it's today's standards. Tommy will relate. The Montreal Canadiens just signed some. Excuse me, I don't know who this guy is, but they signed him to a big contract. In the end, it's like, this is what today is. Gio, are you with Ricardo? 9 to 10 million. It's like, do you give him that money a year?
I think last time we were on, me and Colin both said we give him the 10 million. I give him the 9 to 10 million if there's no release clause, but I'm not gonna 30 million release clause. Why hasn't somebody stabbed this guy, man? He's a dope. 30 million.
Pizzaiolo.
30 million?
But guys, I'm sorry, guys. You can hate him all you want, and I'm with you. But is he not doing his job, Tommy?
He ruined a lot of players. He ruined Balotelli. Balotelli, he brought him to England, and he completely ruined him. He brought him to Milan. He has ruined a lot of players. In the end, Raiola only thinks about his pockets. That's all he thinks about. He doesn't think about the and that's why the guy who plays for Napoli, what's his name? I forgot his name. Insigne fired him. Insigne fired him because he was thinking about his own pockets and trying to get him away from Naples. And Insigne didn't want to leave. He fired Raiola. Now people should start doing the same thing.
But in the end, Tommy, whether it be Raiola at the base of this, would you give him $9 to $10 million a year?
I would give him $9 to $10 million with a bonus and a release clause of $150 million.
That's what
And,
we're talking about.
there we go. Your brother's saying, it will renew for 7 million plus bonus. Colin,
Yeah.
Colin, do you think this bonus thing, a la Ibra? You think is this the solution to the whole Donnarumma thing?
He deserves it. Because he is one of the players that have actually carried us over the last year, maybe 2 years as well. And he is only 21, 22 now.
He's
I think he is well.
22.
So he's still young.
He's an old 22. He's an old 22.
He's an old 22. Yeah. Same birthday as me and Ric
it.
Flair, by the way. Eh? Same birthday as me and
That's
Ric
what
Flair.
Woo!
But
we actually got him since he was 16, I think it was, wasn't it? Mihailovic actually gave him his chance as well, after Lopez actually came off as well, I think. That match as well, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, definitely. I agree with
back.
Yeah, no, I agree with you guys in the end. This whole 9 to 10 million. Massimo's saying we can.
I have to say there, Vini, as well. I don't think he wants, to leave.
I don't think so either.
So he's not going to leave. Right, so this is just the media as well. They like to really actually put us down in the media as well, though, and I haven't heard any confirmation as well from Royal either.
Exactly.
As well, so until I hear them say it, Maldini say it, Gigio say it himself, I don't believe it.
No, you guys are right, and in the end, the way I look at it is that we've been talking about a project at Milan. People online have been talking about a project, and if we look at it, guys, in the last 3 to 4 years, the one guy that's in the conversation about a project is Donnarumma. So I'm with you guys, is that you got to make the numbers work. I don't have a problem giving him that 9 to 10 million, but I think that they will come up to like an Ibra kind of thing where it'll be like, like Massimo was saying on Facebook, 7 million plus bonuses. But in the end, give the man what he wants. Because in the end, we could look at very recently against Rio Avenue. If it wasn't for Donnarumma, we wouldn't be in the Europa League. And the Europa League qualification is worth what?
What a game!
What a game! $15 million. A lot of these games against these lower tier teams would not have been won if it wasn't for Donnarumma. So I'm with you guys. Let's give him what he wants. And Ibra, let's put it this way: Ibra's not going to play. I hope. He's going to play for the next 5 to 10 years, but the way he talks. But, we have that salary that's probably going to be gone within the next, couple of years. So let's see what we can muster from over there. In closing, gentlemen, this is your time to put yourselves over, as we like to say in the wrestling word. Tommy, I know it's been a while that you haven't had the opportunity to. You have that beautiful T-shirt that Milan Club Dublin sent especially for you. Right, you have Ricardo and Colin directly from Milan Club. Talk to us about how you're feeling about Juve. How you feeling about this COVID?
About sto stronzo di Pirlo.
Why?
This guy.
I thought you were going to talk about how they got COVID. They got COVID and they broke the rules.
Okay, everybody should get COVID over there. I really don't care about them. But me, I want to talk about sto ignorante di Pirlo. How could you talk bad about a team that you won everything with them? You won the Champions League. You won the Champions League Cup. You won everything with Milan. Championships and everything. You went to La Juventus that you won absolutely nothing. You won only 2 championships, robbed championships like every year they do. And then nothing else, absolutely nothing. You talk bad about Milan, and you talk good about Conte and La Juventus. Sandy Imbecile, if it wasn't for Ancelotti that put you in a position that when you came from Linder, that you were un panchinaro. A Linder you were un panchinaro, e pure la Fiorentina you were un panchinaro. Era un panchinaro destinato. And you should thank Ancelotti and Redondo and Rui Costa that were there. They give you time to get up and start the building. Because if it wasn't for Ancelotti, if it were me, in panchina restato. Pezzo di merda that you can't even say that if it wasn't for Milan, you would have been nowhere.
Yeah.
Tommy, he just didn't like the pen. He didn't like it.
It's a guy who doesn't, when something comes out of his mouth, only garbage gets out of his mouth. There's no reconnaissance for nothing.
Everybody's got their own opinion, but that Tommy, that's you know what? Let's go with that's your
all the worst in the world. Sta Juventus è proprio una merda. And even contro il Napoli, it's nice to go get 3 points when you haven't played the game.
It's not official. It's not official.
It's not official. Yeah, no. We're still arguing over it.
Still arguing.
They're gonna replay that game.
So that's Tommy's indigestion. You know what? As a Juve fan, and I'm not gonna lie, our friend Lenny and a lot of Juventus fans said, like, I would have preferred to come out and just say, you know what, I don't want to win this way. Let's just postpone the game. But Tommy, that was your indigestion of the week. Colin, do you have any indigestions this week? You want to air out? This is your time. Just air it all out, man.
I know it's only the whole thing with Juve Napoli there last week. Like I just want Liga, to hopefully make a decision fast. Because it still hasn't been awarded. If it is going to be awarded or not. Roy, I understand that local, like ASL, as you said, no, you can't actually travel up, and like I think they have to choose if that is enough not to award them the 3 points as well, because I don't want them, to have another 3 points for doing absolutely sweet FA,
No, and I think you speak for not just Milan fans. I think you speak for a lot of Serie A fans, and that makes a lot of sense. Colin, do you share this indigestion? Do you have any other indigestions of the week? Something that's you need the brioche to make you feel better. Anything that comes to mind?
What brioche?
To Ricardo.
Ricardo. I do have an indigestion. I do. I have to get this out here. Right, so we're talking about Hakan, right? And he's playing great, and everyone likes him, and that's fantastic. Okay, so and even Tommy's like, wow, he's changed my mind. He's playing brilliant. Okay, there's a heel turn coming there. There is because
there's a heel turn.
Heel turn, and now all of a sudden it's like I'm playing well. I want you to double my salary. Get the fuck, man! Double his salary because he's now playing what we expected him to play like. Get the fuck out of here, man! No, he needs to play for a couple of seasons, and then we can talk about giving him a wage rise.
I like it. Ricardo's giving his indigestion, the heel turn to Çalhanoğlu, not because you played 10 games in a row that well, and then you want to double your. I like it, Ricardo, bringing up the fire. What a heel promo that he just gave us. I like it. Gio, how about you? Do you anything you're thinking about an indigestion of this week or the last couple of weeks? What's on your mind?
Well, I got one indigestion, and then I want to ask the two Italians right there, Vinny and Tommy. This is about a jersey that I have. Well, first the indigestion once again. That's why it's like people say, why you hate Juve? It's easy to hate them. You see, we have this champ Juve mierda snubbing Theo Hernandez again. What the hell? Lucas Digne? Yes, I know he's playing under Carletto. Yes, I understand that, but come on now. All those, his brother Lucas, injury. Alphonso Davies has replaced him. $80 million worth of waste. Furlan Mendy having the same problem that Theo Hernandez is having. He couldn't surpass Marcelo. So, that's why it makes it easy. And I keep on asking why. Why? Did he do something to Deschamps? No, it's the same thing. They're Juve mierda. They don't want to see none of our players shine. And he asked the question, what does he ask to do? And then my second question, I got an Italy 2006 World Cup jersey, but I just want to know if it's okay because I got Maserati as the name and number. At the time of the jersey, that was the only one that I know he's a.
Not okay. That's not okay.
It's okay if you have Materazzi. Let's just put it this way, right? if we are going to, and by the way, Mike is the one that sent you that T-shirt, even though it was Milan Club Dublin. Tommy's saying that nice shirt.
Thank
so if
you,
you want,
thank you very much.
Materazzi, guys, let's put it this way: we might hate the man, but he did his job in the 2006 World Cup, right? He did his job. I don't like the man. I don't like his tactics, but he did his job. And let's just put it this way. Yes, he put us in trouble against Australia, but Nesta, who else was going to replace Nesta in that game? He got under people's skin, and you know what? Zidane came out as an idiot in that last game, and I don't give a shit what Materazzi would have told him. In the end, Zidane was the one that came out. So I have no problem with Materazzi as your jersey. I will make you jealous that my 2006 jersey has been signed by Gattuso when he came here to Montreal. So I do have Gattuso in the back, and I'd have him sign it. But no, you're fine with Materazzi because it's a Italy jersey, Gio. It's good. Tommy, you got a... I know Riccardo too is... Colin's an honorary Italian, so you're fine there too.
I'll tell you one thing. I have a lot of respect for Materazzi for the tie... The goal he tied against France, he tied us the game, and then at the end he made Zidane get off the field. So
he did his job, right?
He played for Inter, but look, when we're playing for La Nazionale, we have to go with we have, and so you have to support Italy.
Exactly. So no problems there, Gio. Guys, I'm gonna go with my indigestion is gonna have to be like this whole COVID in Italy happening. You know, one player here, one player there. And you guys know that if we end up winning next week, Conte is going to come out with the excuse that the COVID, right? You know it's going to happen.
Of course.
I would just like them for I'm sure that they have a plan, right? Please just share with us what your plan is. Why is it that, okay, Bologna, we knew that, you know, how many players did they get, guys? 10, 12 players, whatever the case may be. Tell us what your plan is. If there are less than 4 players, you know, or let at least have some more Primavera players for the teams. The most important things, let these games go. Just tell us what the hell your plan is. What is the structure? Let us fans know. You know, like now that Inter has 4 or 5 players, if you want to know ahead of time, okay, according to Serie A rules, if you have less than 5 players, you can play. If you have over 5 players, the game will be, you know. I don't know.
Vince.
Yeah.
It's a corrupted federation. If it was any other team, if Napoli was going to play Milan, they were going to say rimandato maybe in January. But because it's Juventus, they're going to start doing this and that. Try to give them the 3 points.
But Tommy, it's not official yet. It's not
the corrupted federation. I'm telling you the thing. These guys should be right now playing in Serie B for all the corruption they have done.
And the whole COVID.
If Italian soccer is in this position today, it's because of them. Because they keep on going to the Champions League and absolutely doing nothing. They bought Ronaldo. They bought everybody. They still can't do nothing. Why? Because it's not in their DNA. Perché la Juventus è stata sempre una squadra di merda. They always won because of the referees. And that's the way it is.
You gotta love Tommy's comments on there. And on a side note, I never understood why they broke protocol for COVID things, but nobody's talking about it. And I know that one of the journalists said, "What if it was Ronaldo that broke COVID protocol and not doing things?" Well, guys, before Tommy keeps on talking about the corruption of Juventus, guys, I'm going to bid you a great night. Thank you so very much for joining in. Thank you for booking the Expendables at the beginning. Thanks for talking about current stuff. Let's talk very soon. We're going to go. I'm sorry for European gentlemen. Next time, Steve wants to be on, so we're going to have to do it at nighttime. So call in, Ricardo, if you want to be on next time. It's going to have to be at 3 o'clock in the morning. So drink a few, stay up, and actually, you guys drinking a few is not going to be a problem for you. Gio, it's going to be like 6 p.m. at nighttime, so it's good from over there. But guys, thank you so very much for joining us. If you want to say bye to everybody, here's your time. Tommy, say bye to your fans and to your haters. Go ahead. I'll let everybody talk once.
Well, let me tell you, it's been a great pleasure, and for everybody, especially for Anthony. I know it's been 7 months, but still here, back again. And to everybody, have a good night and have a great weekend. Enjoy.
Colin.
And happy Thanksgiving.
Yes, happy Canadian Thanksgiving. Yes, Colin.
Yeah. I know it's like always a pleasure, to be on these, and so.
We'll see you on the next one for sure. Thanks for always joining, Ricardo. Thank you for joining the first time, and I love the T-shirt. And I was wearing my hoodie of Milan Club Dublin. Everybody's like, "How do you have Dublin?" No, stop asking questions, but saying your closing comments.
No, listen, I've been watching this podcast for a long, long time, so it's an absolute honor to be on. Thank you so much, and I hope to be on again sometime.
Thank you, and the man of many jerseys, Gio. Any closing comments from sunny California?
I just want to say I miss Tommy Time, but I know he has a small baby, so I understand that. But bring Tommy Time back when he has a chance, and thank you, and glad to be meeting all you guys, even though it's on the internet. And I said it's okay to drink at 9 a.m. on Saturday. So, hey.
Nobody's judging you. Nobody's judging you.
Have a Big Mac too.
Guys, have yourselves a good night. Ovunque sempre. Forza Milan.
Forza Milan.
Ciao, guys.
Right.